Bring it in, Eternal Freaks. Bring it in. Let me turn the music down low.
Do a short reading for the people that have stuff to do. I'm too much of a freak to not talk for like 30 to 40 minutes at a time. But no turn. Double draw. Beautiful.
You're in a partnership with Source. With joy.
That little dragonling inside of you.
You grabbed the face of your shadows.
You were the light that grabbed your own shadows by the face and said, have faith. It almost came through in that face. Have faith. No. Have faith in your own face even. Like look in the mirror and say, you're such a freak. And you have to be like, yes, like of course we are. Do you believe that? And you have to ask yourself, like, do you really believe that you're a freak? You have to. That's how you ascend. You really believe.
You are this spirit assassin. Don't forget that. Spirit assassin.
Freaks of the overworld? I don't know. Like going headfirst into the underworld, pants off. I mean,
you are the royal wind, you could say. You're the queen of,
making like in this in Yu-Gi-Oh 5Ds, or no, not Yu-Gi-Oh 5Ds. In JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, very similar show. There's this part where Josuke and Okuyasu were like making a plan to basically like have this girl fall out of love with Koichi, saying like man, like he cheats on Tess, steals girls' underwear, and like never keeps his promises. Like I would never hang out with him again. And she hears it and like walks away, and like the wind blows. It's like that intense. Of like, and they're like, man, that girl is intense. It's like you make the wind blow. You make the wind blow, and I'm thinking of Silpha from in that one battle of the Lunar Priestess, like Gitan's assistant versus Silpha, when basically like cunningly got her to be unarmed, you could say, and like Silpha is like still staring her down, like thinking about like, okay, like if it would be anyone, it'd be bad news if it were you. And like she's like thinking that about like the Lunar Priestess, and like she is like Silpha was feeling that, and she's like, man, even just you standing there, like your intensity, it's like your intensity of just you standing there is so intense. Like that's the thing. It's because you have both of this inside of you.
And so does Lloyd. Like Lloyd is the giggle fairy when he fights.
The rest of the time he's that like shadow, that assassin. That that like staying low kind of figure. When he fights, he's in that joy. He's that giggle fairy, and that's what makes you overpowered. You are cackling in the fight. You are giggling in the fight. You have that crazy smile on your face, as you're like pushing back something's blade. It's like that kind of thing. And they are freaked out. Like people are freaked out. You are this burning dragon. You're this burning dragon of a soul that just absolutely obliterates those dark rulers, those like, ego, like dark ego rulers. And I'm telling you, like, even people of God have those egos of like dark, you could say, and that's the crazy thing. It's, you're the example. You show people what God really looks like, what God really feels like. Not how it's like written, not how it's, like preached about. You show God how do I say this? You show God in the way you make people feel. Boom, and that's being truly royal, king of the angels right there. That's truly being king of the angels. You make people feel God, not want to like go preach, nor pray, nor listen, nor read about. You make people feel God, and that is when you are truly resurrecting them in flame. Resurrecting them in joy, in light as Christ. You are like putting Christ within them. You are awakening Christ within them by the joy that you make people feel. Look how bright it is in here. Jeez. Like that's how you look. That's how you are. That's how you are. You got over, like, wow. That's so cool. You unpossessed yourself from like the guilt of sin. That's insane. Again, like people, like they want to like, how do I say this? They have to stay in fear to feel like they're safe, to feel like they're protected by God. They feel like they have to stay in fear to be protected by God. Isn't that the most like backwards thing, or like like they're praying to the wrong God kind of thing? Fear. Isn't that a crazy theory? It's like, guys, fear is what will, boom, keep yourself, how do I say this? Keep yourself branded in high spirits. That is your true ability. That is your true spell. That is your true, like that's how you get into heaven. Like full on, that's how you get into heaven. Every day if you want. It's a frequency, it's a state of being. And like again, even J. Cole has been there a couple times. You guys can be in it every day. And like guys, I had the biggest revelation of, truly being in that state of heaven at my brother's wedding. After a speech of, even speaking about Naruto in front of like 300 people and everyone, speaking about like literally quoting Gurren Lagann saying that it's all about fighting spirit and love can change the universe. I only use the love part. Like love changes the universe. Love is why, like love is what expands the universe even. Love is what pushes the corners of existence outwards. It's love. That kind of thing. But that I was in the bathroom. You could say just taking, going to the bathroom, like taking a tinkle, you guys. Not to make it gross, and I'm like, wow, like I had that revelation of heaven is a state of being. And most people would have fear of that. Like, no, like you have to like die, then be resurrected and have like your heavenly host body. It's like, no, you have your heavenly host body now. You resurrect that body today if you want to. And you have that one moment where you truly realize that heaven is a state of being, and then you realize you can get there every single day, even here, even in this life. You can be in heaven every single day. Come by to the defense force. I'm thinking about that one Kaiju number 8 scene of Hoshino giving the speech, to the defense force, and everyone like basically like starting to fight right after. It's like Kafka and Hoshino like sitting together. He's like, how to say this? Hoshino's like, it's about to start, and Kafka's like, what? It's like, just wait. And everyone's like battling of how they like took out the monsters, like which way was better, like them having quarrels with these other people not doing enough or something like that. Like everyone starts fighting like a food fight, and it's like this happens all the time. It's like that kind of defense force. It's chaos. Wow, chaos is like the way to truly beat death. Chaos. Like death wants you to stay still and never move and not like feel like you don't want to do anything. Feel like you'd rather be dead. Like have you ever had a day of like just like taking naps for no reason? It's because like, you didn't even feel like living. Wake up, like take a single step forward, find what you love, find what you can create and what you can be super proud of, even like working to make resources to do greater things and to do, to like, how do I say this, like create a kingdom even, build a kingdom of heaven even here. And again, people would be in like fear of that normally, right? Building heaven here, building a kingdom here as Christ, with Christ, if you like have to like, put Christ outside of you, but that's what people try to do. Make Christ be outside of you. Christ is within you. Christ is you. And you have awakened to that fact. So, we are this fellowship. Boom. And we have fought to, like, we are a fellowship not only of, like, how do I say this, like, pure swordsmen, spirit swordsmen, like, again, serpent swordsmen. Like, we wield the serpents. We don't trample on them. They're our friends. They are our guides, you could say, the shadows. You don't trample on them. You pick them up and kiss them and say, like, you two kiss. And that's your red and blue. That's your red and blue. Only in 8 minutes. I'm telling you, when I hit record, it's like time doesn't exist in these videos. I don't even know how long I'm talking, if it's been 40 minutes or 5. I'm telling you. That's how much I love these videos. And boom, like, this is what God would tell you the most. Go. Be this. Do not be in denial. Never be in denial. Go. Like, even if you have to act to be this girl. Go out and, like, raise your fist. Go watch Mashal, wand and sword. It's magic and muscles, guys. Jeez. This is you. You had to be that shadow to, to find the light, to how do I say this, go down the rabbit hole. You had to become nothing. Like, you wouldn't fit otherwise. That's what I'm hearing. Boom. It's like every time you go to sleep, you have to become nothing so that you can be filled with your highest self. Because if you have, like, something to hold on to, if it's bonds, like, you can write that down, keep it on like a board or something to have that outside of you, but keep yourself, like, as nothing so that you can wake up and feel every day as if you woke up for the first day. Boom. That's what I'm hearing. And you mix those together. It's like, to become the light, you must become the shadow. You must become the void to become nothing. And that is true miracle, like fertilizer right there, sowing the seeds, like miracle seeds right there. To become the light, you must become the void. You must reach the center of darkness even sometimes. And some people have never like gone to the, like they're too scared to even like go to the deep end of a pool, you could say, like spiritually, not like actually, spiritually. They won't even, like, they're chilling in, like, you know, the kiddie pool, you could say, thinking like, oh, like, you know, like, I have achieved it all, I have studied everything, all the scripture I have studied, I know this, and, you know, life is about this, but they don't realize they're sitting in the kiddie pool. The abyss is waiting for them, and it is not just the deep end, it is the abyss you cannot see the bottom of, and there might not even be a bottom. That's heaven. That's heaven. That's where you truly find the light. It's like the Grand Line. No one, like, you know, again, like, you're the Grand Line, like, you're insane. You're not going there. You're not going into the abyss. You're not going to the center of darkness. Like, how? Like, stay in the kiddie pool with us. Like, not even just a knee slapper, a table slapper of heaven, you could say. Like, stay in the kiddie pool with us. Like, don't go there. Like, what if you get possessed? What if you get taken over? Like, you have to be careful. You might open yourself up to things. You have to, like, you are the void. You are always open. You are the void. You are the dragon that devours the dogma. Things would have fear of even putting their hand on you. Like, putting their hand near you, you might just consume it. It's like you're the slime. You're the slime that can become anything. That can become anything. Like, things are afraid to try and even, like, possess you. I'm thinking of Grimm from Seventh Prince. It's like him getting on him, like, you could say, like, you know, like, come on, Grimm, like, come on. And Grimm is like, like, what an idiot. Like, this is gonna be so easy. And, like, as soon as he touches him, it's like, you know, whoa. Like, this, like, infinitesimal thing of mana. And then when Gisarme puts his hand on Lloyd, the Demon Lord puts his hand on Lloyd, Gisarme is even like, you know, Lloyd really, like, lets it flow, like, lets him, like, you know, shows him. And even Grimm was like, I thought I knew. This kid's mana is ridiculous. It is like a literal, like, it's like Gojo's infinity. Like, it is infinite. It is a, like, swirling, it, like, is the universe, you could say. It's like, that's how much mana you have, magic, power, energy, whatever you want to call it, spirit within you. That is you. And it's a void. You have to be the void to become the light. You have to be the void to become the light. That's how you truly awaken. And that's a flawless victory right there. You have to be nothing to become the light. And again, some people, they have their ideals, even they have their scripture, they have their, you know, their belief system, and boom, like, it's the belief, it's a system. It's just a system that they have. They have never thought about jumping. They don't even think there's an abyss. They think they're, like, standing on, you know, they think they've, like, you know, delved so deep into that water, and again, it's like ankle high. Like, I'm not kidding. Don't let people, you know, try to be like, guys, like, you know, don't do that. Like, stay in the kiddie pool. I think that's, like, one of the most, like, funny things that has ever been said about, you could say, people spiritually, you know, having the eyes, but don't even look, let alone see. They don't even look, but meanwhile, you're that Sasuke that fighting the serpent. I can see, like, you awaken the Sharingan in that moment because you fought. You had the fear. You looked in the eyes of the serpent, of the monster. And you said, I can see. Your Sharingan, your spiritual Sharingan awakened. You had that one Tomi, and you have, like, 2, 3, Renegon, Rene Sharingan, whatever's after that even. Boom. Like, Gojo's infinity. Like, that kind of, like, you know, you keep going. Everything you see is, like, what happened spiritually with you. You are, like, more than the shift, more than the balance. You are, like, you know, you're Ice Captain, you're Vice Captain Soap with Captain Price on that snow mission MW2. Wait, no, that was Roach with Soap. Do you see how it just, like, Christ just gets passed down spiritually, like, full on. Like, you inherited Jade's will. That comes back. Boom. You inherited Christ's will. And you can be whatever you want. Christ had to be something. Christ had to be something. He had to be the light. You get to be the void. And that's why you're VC. That's why you're Vice Captain. Like, heck yeah. You can be anything. And we need everything, Christ says. We need everything. Like, the Goths, you know, like, the I don't know, like, why the Goths? The Bochis. Like, we need the angels and the demons. Like, full on. We need the shadows and the light. Like, it's not just one or the other anymore anyways. Like, it's the grand line, the pirates, the ninjas, the demon slayers. But that's the thing. It's like, if you're going to fight demons, you better be ready. Here's what what Giorno said to Bucciarati in the latest episode of that I've watched, at least, from part 5 of Golden Wind, for like the third or fourth time probably. You find revelations like the fourth or fifth time around, you guys. Keep watching things that you love. Keep yourself in that state of spiritual heaven, you could say, like spiritual being, but in heaven. But to get back to the story, Giorno says to Bucciarati, if you go looking to take someone out, you better be prepared to be taken out yourself. When Bucciarati was sent to kill Giorno, to like who took out Leaky Eye Luca. Like, what a cool ass story, you guys. So cool. Like, heaven loves JoJo's, you guys, and heaven needs more One Piece, but like, I'm not watching it that much, so you guys got to do it for me. They'll be mad at me. One of the funniest things that I even heard yesterday, not even like very funny, very like comforting, and also a little bit sad as well, right? So the reason you could say you're chosen by God, you're chosen by Spirit to like, again, like if you're going to be possessed with anything, it's going to be the Spirit of God. You and your soul, Spirit and your soul, full on. And what did I hear in the woods yesterday? You make me so comfortable. You make me so comfortable. And a lot of people, you could say, don't know how to be comfortable with the Spirit of God being within them. Like, they're just in fear, even. Like, they don't even want to look at the abyss. They don't even want to, like, have, like, a flame anywhere near them. Like, they think they're going to get, like, burned and die, or, like, fall into the abyss and never be able to come back out. You're supposed to fall into the abyss and never come out. You're supposed to sit in the flame and love it. That's what, being in the Spirit truly means, and that's when you make God comfortable living within you. There was a very beautiful, I forget which school, but it was like, I don't know if it was an anime or an actual school. Funny enough, it's like, guys, the lines are like slowly fading. It's like that guy, you're shown everything that's going on, you could say, spiritually by the things that are created. Someone was saying a 2D and 3D animator, like, guys, like, that's one of my dreams. You are so cool. Like, that, you are so cool, the person I'm talking about. You're like a hero to me, truly. So, like, they were saying, it's like the truest form of Gnostic knowledge. Like, what you create, what you, like, kind of, like, figure out through your own creation. Because what does God do? What does God do? What does God do? Create. Wow, I don't know why that sounded strange. What did, has, and God will always do, create. Create. And what you create, whoa, guys, look what happened again. Wow. Look what popped up again. Awesome. What you create is like, and what has been created, what is created, especially nowadays in this time, it's all divinely inspired. Every song that someone writes, even if they don't like know God, it's like it was all meant to be divine. Everything is supposed to be divinely inspired. Even like, things that you could say are like, businesses and stuff like that should all be divinely inspired, should all be, back to the thing of, whether it was a show or real life of a school, teaching kids about, you could say, you being comfortable, like you being a place where God can live, where love can live. Boom. Where love, as we talked about it before, where the Spirit of God can live comfortably. And you, like, and here's the thing, like, when you're in fear, it's like, it's hard for the Spirit of God to feel, because, that Spirit feels much, much, much more than we do, you could say. Like, it would explode our hearts, and that's the thing, how much we are loved would, like, literally almost kill us. Like, isn't that cool, you guys? That's how loved you are, and never forget it. Never forget it. Let's see, 2 more cards and they're face down. Like, what did God set a trap? Like, what kind of trap does God have for us? Awesome. As we've always seen here, these cards keep coming together. Boom. They keep finding each other, just like stand users. Do not look back on the things that you've healed. Or, like, maybe you can. Whoa, yeah, that's even a better one. Look back on the things that you've healed from, and know that you are strong at the very least. But again, it's like, would you, like, I even talked to my mom one time of, like, her having trauma, you could say, from a kid. It's like, you holding on to that, you, like, remembering that, you remembering that pain, remembering that feeling, is like keeping you in that time, in that timeline, in that lower frequency, you could say, of you. Like this whole life is meant for you to grow. Confirmation bird. For you to follow the rabbit hole. And you gotta become nothing to truly wake up. You gotta become the void to truly wake up. Awesome reading, you guys. I'm so happy. There's like a buzzsaw going, like that one meme of guys, stuff like that. Like I'm telling you, like it does make God laugh. Like like scroll for like 5 minutes, be like, whew, that was like a cigarette. Go for a walk. Like just go for a walk. Just go for a walk. You are literally a walking place of heaven, a walking altar, a walking place for God to like be praised, you could say. And that's the thing, and for God to praise you, like give you like head pats, and you're like, I'm doing it. Even for the warriors. I'm thinking of Sentence to Be a Hero. Like, this is like talk about like, a pretty like, what do the goddesses want most, you could say. Like, what do the gods even want most? Just to be praised. They're like little children, you could say. It's like God's family. It's like you have to become little children to be part of God's family, but then you're also this eternal warrior, right? But they just want praise too. They just have head pats. Like just head pats. That's what everyone wants. All the gods and goddesses want, just to be praised, right? It's like you. And like I praise you. I praise you. You guys are awesome. I love like all your names, all your revelations, all your stories. You guys are like truly, again, like like literal stand users to me, like main characters, different kinds of main characters, different kinds of lights, like different kinds of lights of God, and you are all such beautiful lights. Even the shadows. Again, that light wouldn't be as beautiful without the night sky. That star wouldn't be as beautiful without the night sky behind it. That's your shadow. And your shadow is beautiful. Your void is beautiful. And you are forever that light, that star, that shining beacon of hope, of faith, of love. Everyone, for all might. For Bakugo. Dang it! Laying on the ground. That's the thing. That's like Christ, All Might. And here's the thing, like, as we find out, All Might just had the same light passed down to him. He was Kirkless, powerless, was nothing, you could say, and became everything, became the beacon of hope. And we all have that within us. We all have that light within us. We are a shining beacon of light in this world, shining through the darkness together. We don't need anything. We are perfect. We are ourselves. We don't need any rule book, any set things, any religion, any church, anything. We know God because we are God. Together, we rise with God as one. Three as one. You, me, and God as one. You, everyone, and God as one, rising together. And that's how it should be. It's a symbiotic relationship. Like, these experiences are beautiful to God. Every tear where you are in such joy, in beauty of life, that you can't even help but you can't even hold it in together. Like, you can't even, both you and God can't hold it together, of how beautiful you are, your life is, what you're experiencing, who you become, what you've been through, everything. So cheers to you. I love you so very much, and seriously, welcome home, and thank you for being part of this family. But why would I need to thank you, weirdos? You're part of the family. It's that kind of relationship. You guys are truly my family. Come on. My spiritual family. Spirit says right here. The Father says right here. Christ even says right here. You are family. You are heaven's family. Never let that thought leave your mind throughout the day. No matter what you do, what you come across, you are heaven's family. You are family, God says. Never forget that. Let that be written, set in stone, that should be the church. This person is infinitely loved, the church of them, the church of you. And that's what it is. God wants the church of you. The beautiful, beautiful building, it's the beautiful build, the altar of you. Your soul being the stained glass window with the light peering through. It's the light shines through you as the window, as the beautiful art, the beautiful colored stained glass, and your heart is like the altar, where you can speak, you would say, where you speak from. Wow. You guys, you can get high fives from Spirit. It's that intense. We love you on the timer. We love you, everyone. We love you, 8. We love you, everyone. Everyone together. so happy. You guys are so beautiful. They love Spirit. They love Six all the time. Guys, I'm Six. I'm Noble Six. Master Chief is Christ for sure. And we all, like, here's the thing, you know, it's like we all become Chief, we all become Christ, but a lot of us are Six for sure. Like, hey, that lone wolf stuff stays at home. Like, whatever, Carter. I've got the mass. I'm gonna get them. We got him. You guys are the scarab. Carter's got the mass. He's like, I've got you. You're not escaping. God, what a here's the thing. The gaming channel. Like, you know, I think Reach would be the perfect start. The perfect start of inspiring hope. But here's the thing. One chance per mission. It is like IRL gaming. IRL gaming. There's the channel name. We get one chance per every game. I don't care if it's Dark Souls. One chance. And that's the thing. Inspire hope. Remember Reach. Remember Reach. Remember that hope. You can say Reach itself is a symbol of hope. Oh my gosh. Guys, we are very, like, you know, All Might's coming through. Noble Six is coming through. Carter's coming through. Cat's coming through. Like, yeah, whatever. Guys, me and Cat is like very me and SW. Like Six and Cat is very literally me and my spirit wife, full on. And you know, like guys, like again, I view, how do I say this? Spirit usually it's a mountain of faith I'm looking at right here. This is why I took you to these places. Like literal like demonic strongholds, you could say. And if you're like, you know, normally people are like, you gotta stay away from those. No, like I walk through and air those places out. Like that is your mountain of faith. That is your light. You literally break strongholds just walking through a building. But abandoned buildings, you know, it's like I've always been drawn to them, and I know why. And here's the thing, it's like, you know, like it's very, like, I like the culture of it, too. It's like, you can, like, you know, it's a very, like, you know, intense place. You're like, wow, like, it's like a whole different world in here. Boom. Liminal spaces, like, you know, the back rooms kind of thing. It's like, you know, you being in a different dimension, not here. Like, you are in a different dimension at every point of your day, you could say. Like, you don't have to be where you are in front of you, could say. We're just, like, you know, experiencing this planet visually because, you know, in like through our feeling, through our touch, right? If we were in like, you know, an incubation chamber, like, you know, the hyperbolic chambers that, you know, you can't sense anything, you could be anywhere. That's what actually projecting truly means, you know. And people, again, you know, it's like you might open yourself up. Like, no, we are the void. We are like that hole that you're talking about. We are the void that you're talking about. There's no openings in the void. You don't rip a hole in the void. And that's why you're everything. And that's why you can become everything. Everything you see, everything you resonate with, you know, like anything. Guys, like I've had so many arcs. Tanjiro, Rengoku, Jinwoo, Naruto, Sasuke when I was 5. But here's the thing. As it said in Lord of Mysteries, and it's literally from Christ's own journal, it's all an act, and then what, like, you know, he sees that in his journal, and then like what is he like later, you know, he figures out and then has to be sworn to secrecy about. It's all, it's like, it's the acting method. The acting method can take a year, can take a month, it can take 2 months like Klein, but it's like supposed to take like a year. Klein did it in 2 months, you can do it in 2 days. You can do it in 2 hours, 2 minutes. Like, you can do it in 2 seconds. Whatever you want to be. Like, and you know, as soon as you catch that feeling, ride that wave. Ride that wave and like, do not let up. Do not go back to your old self. Your shadow's gonna be like, you know, wait, are we serious? Like, are you sure? You're the light. Like, you are the force. It's like, yes, like, you know, and you literally have the force. Like, go on, you know, it's like, full on. Be the force. The force is a feeling, and as Yoda says, size matters not, the way you look matters not, who you are even matters not. I mean, that's the thing. Sometimes it is who you are. Like, you know, you are the chosen one. You are Luke. You are Anakin. You are Vader even as well. You're Grievous for the freaks. Dooku, like the Sword Master for sure. Obi-Wan, most definitely. We're Leia, even a lot of us being Leia, and I'm a very Leia character too. It's like full on. It's being that like princess, being that nobility that wants to bring the entire galaxy together through peace and love. But like, again, like, you know, we have that Anakin side, we have that Luke side that is like the warrior, full on, the warrior of the Force, and a lot of us are like Yoda as well. Extremely powerful, but you know, what's the need to fight? Like, extremely powerful, right? Let's get that clear. But I have a lot to teach you instead. That's what, you know, being the true master really means. love you all so very much, and I think this has been a very 949 on the timer, informative and beautiful, like collective reading. You got your guys' energy is what I'm picking up on. Like, you know, this collective, this family, your guys' literal souls as well. I am picking up on and feeling all of your energy to be able to speak, to, you know, give you these messages. So everything in this message was for you exactly. Some parts, like, is, you know, again, exactly what someone needed to hear. So if you have those revelations during this reading, write them down. Make sure you write them down and just, you know, have like a poster or something. Have it like in your vision. Like, you know, that's what a vision board really is. Just having something in your vision that you can look at all the time. Example. And like, they're fighting. Do you see how cool that looks? Who would win? Well, definitely, you know, like, what is the Sunbreather going to do against Indra's arrow? Slice it? But, you know, it's like you can embody those natures of, you know, boom, whoa, shadow, light, flame. I didn't even look at my own wall. Guys, you can find it everywhere. You are shadow, light, and flame. Wow, this is freaky. Like the flame being like jade, you know, Christ. The will of jade. Awesome. I think there's a lot of, you know, a lot of debates on, like, you could say names of Christ, where it's like, again, just like Christ, the Messiah, King of Kings, Prince of Peace, everything. He's everything. He's the Sunbreather. You know, like your sensei, Kakashi. It's Kakashi. He's even Minato as well. Like Kakashi being his shadow, Minato being his light. Full on. The Father. Whoa. Freaky as heaven, as it usually is here. Oh, you weirdos. Like, what is this energy? And you're all just like grinning like, that's definitely mine. I could do this forever. I love magic. I love magic. Magic was ski. Yes? I don't know. Mahowa. Yeah. Nihongo, guys. We can all learn it together. And why am I like patting my knees? My serpents are like mad. Like, feed us. I've done like two 40-minute readings back to back, so it's like, you know, I'm hearing the birds like, play with me, play with me. I'm like, okay. I said I would. I'll be right back. You guys are gonna go play with the creatures of this beautiful, beautiful world. Thank you all for being here. Please take care.